Yes, hello everybody. How are you? Tene is here. Tene is ready to do a lot of plushie making today. But most of all, I just can't wait to chat with you guys for a little bit. And let me just make sure everything is okay. Every time I think I've set it up properly, I haven't, and there's always something that's missing. Okay. I have been re-energized from don't scuff me in chat. I haven't scuffed that much today, only a little bit. I haven't scuffed up completely yet. This is all minor scuff compared to what usually happens. Okay. Just gotta say I'm streaming to some friends so they don't wonder if I've died. I'm a very clingy person. I'm very extremely horribly clingy to a lot of my close friends. So oftentimes when we chat, I am just always locked in on the phone and I reply within seconds. I think it's actually a problem. Your parents no, this is different. This is different to parasocialism because I actually know these people. I actually know who these people are. I've met these people. I've invaded the lives of these people. And I'm horribly clingy and anxiously afraid to be separated from these people. So whenever they message me, I always reply them almost instantly to a point where it's probably problematic. Probably not healthy. But you know, they have accepted me for who I am, being very afraid to lose their friendship, and I have accepted that they have accepted me as I am. So whenever I go for like long periods of time without replying them, they can get concerned because they don't know what happened to Tene. Because I usually reply within at most 3 hours if I've got something on. If I don't reply for a day, then you know something has gone terribly wrong. Do you guys have friends that you're that clingy to? Or is it just me? It's just a problem of Tene's own personality that I cannot let go of my dear, darling, amazing friends. I am so much more energetic than I was last time. I have a few, yeah. Hello, Adam. Thank you so much for joining the bunker. Yeah, feel free to chat, feel free to lurk. Again, just feel free to have a good time. But yes, I feel energized from last stream. Last stream, if you guys weren't there, I was super sleepy. I had just finished 12 hours of D&D the day before. For those of you who don't know, I am a professional D&D host. So I was just really tired. I was just dead to the world. But it was a very cozy, lovely stream that we had. And I'm really glad that you guys, you stick around even when Tene is low energy and not able to give you my 100%. And that's really nice of you guys. Alice says, I get attached easy to avoid people. I get attached easy so I avoid people. Right now I'm getting very attached to someone again. I always give people a warning label if they want to pursue a close friendship with me. For people who are normal acquaintances, I think I handle myself still decently by avoiding messaging them unless they message me first, which is indicative of another problem. Warning, you can joke, Roboto, but it's true. It is very true that I give people a warning label if they ever want to be my close friend. And I always tell them that, hey, I'm super clingy. I am very what's the word for it? Overbearing at times. I'm clingy, I'm overbearing. I want to know what you're doing at all times. I can get very in my own head and I'll start being paranoid about all the things you say about me. I just want you to know that if you want to be my friend, you gotta deal with this. If you wanna deal, if you wanna be my friend, you gotta know when to tell me. And I wish my friend gave me a warning label. I love him a lot, but he is clingy. I understand. It might help to speak about it if it is crossing a line. I always tell people that yeah, I'm gonna get if if we are gonna be close friends, you gotta know I'm gonna be very clingy to you. I'm going to be very worried about you at times. Even if there is nothing to worry about, I will always be wondering, has something happened to you? And it's not because you are incompetent, it's because my mind is extremely parasocial. Not parasocial, extremely paranoid. You put parasocial in my head. I'm extremely paranoid, and I always think that the worst is happening. And most importantly, you need to tell me when I overstep. You need to tell me, you need to be really, really blunt with Tene. I will not take offense if you tell me, Tene, you are overstepping. You need to breathe. I am alright. You are alright. I love and cherish you, Tene. Please stop. I'm fond of him, so it's fine when he's clingy. He spams my discard a lot. I get that. Honestly, I have been guilty of that. I've actually had a few rules for myself to spam my friends appropriately. The first is that maybe this will help you. The first is that with people who are not close acquaintances, like a fellow Freaky. So I use my rules with people like Freaky who are really, really cool, but I'm still a little bit afraid of being really clingy to, wherein you can message them about things, but you cannot spam. Thank you for the subby again, Roboto. Thank you so much. You're really kind. Thank you. Make sure you're putting yourself first, as always. So you can message them for things, but you cannot add in another message unless it's been 3 days and it's urgent. If it's not urgent, you do not message back. You do not spam another message until they reply. And when they reply, then you can send a message in. And they always has to be the person that gets the last word in. And what you do to pretend to be normal is after they reply you, you cannot immediately reply them. Unless it's a full conversation that's happening on, you cannot immediately reply them until at least a few hours have passed. You say this is sound advice. This is not sound advice. This is the rules that I have come up with for myself to avoid appearing as clingy as I actually am. So you gotta wait a few hours. You gotta wait a few hours. I didn't get back to you about thing. I'm so sorry. I have an operation this week, so I'm working. Oh no, Freaky. Do you really? Are you okay? Are you okay, Freaky? I can't tell if this is a bit or if you actually have. Was there something you needed to reply to? I don't know. Are you okay? I'm so sorry if you are going through. I'm gonna believe you that you are going to this. In that case, good luck for your operation. Please take care and please don't worry about replying to Tene. Okay? It's a dental operation. I have to go under it. Good luck with it, Freaky. I hope all goes well. Even if it's simple, I hope it goes swimmingly well, and that you have good teeth at the end of the day. That you're able to eat without pain and do all the stuff that teeth allow you to do. But take care of yourself, okay? This is my rule as well. I cannot be. I cannot get into my head if somebody doesn't reply. The easiest way to do that, which is probably not healthy, is to just think. It's gonna sound bad. Is to believe that they don't like you. It's easier if somebody doesn't reply you to just believe that they have never liked you. Because if you believe that until they reply back and disprove you, because if you believe that they just don't like you, and there's nothing you can do about it, then you aren't so paranoid when they don't reply you. In fact, you're thinking, oh, it's good that they don't reply me because they don't like talking to me, so I'm not gonna bother them. They're gonna be happy, and then later on, if they reply me and we have a conversation, my fears will be disproven wrong, and I will feel better about myself. Because if I believe that they like me, then I will always be paranoid, thinking, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong now that has made them not reply me immediately? I know it sounds bad, but it actually stops. It stops me from thinking worse thoughts. Because for those people who are close friends to me, that I know like me a decent amount, when they don't reply me for a while, most of the time they're busy, they have their own lives, you have to contend with that. But there's always that tiny paranoid thought in your head that wonders, what did I do wrong? What did I say that am I annoying them too much? Is this being too spammy? Maybe they're fed up with me, what's going on? So it's easier just to imagine that the people you're not super close with, that they just, they don't have anything that they want to do with you, and it creates that separation until they come in and disprove you wrong, and then you feel really happy because oh, actually they do like me, they probably were just busy. I don't mean to make you worry, chat. I managed to catch the sad game earlier. Oh no. More worried about how long until I can yap. Take it easy with yapping. Heal and recover first before you get into yapping. Then I don't see my roomie for days at a time, and even then we don't always talk while in the same room. So hello, kitten boo. Welcome to the bunker. Feel free to chat, feel free to lurk. But overall, just feel comfortable. And do you do this every time? Oh. Okay, so here's my problem, right? I'm a clingy person, so with people who I think we're not super close, I try not to be the first person who messages. I just wait for them to message, or I meet them in person and then we have a conversation. For people I'm very close to, I will spam them every day. I will talk to them at least once a day, and there's not a lot of people that I do that to, cause there are only a few people who I know. That's a lie. There's only one person that I know who has tolerated me talking to them at least once every day. and I really cherish them. And I would like to make more friends, but I kind of don't know social etiquette enough to know what is the appropriate amount of times to talk to them. Why shouldn't you kick a volcano? You will crack a tower. You will crack a tower? I'm not smart enough to get the joke, Lin. Please explain it to me. Then feel free to be clingy with me. I'm very transparent about being upset. Aww. That helps. That actually helps. It really helps, because the people who I am very clingy to, they know that I've always said to them, you need to tell me when I'm being too much. As long as I have that reassurance that you're not afraid to tell me when I'm overstepping a line, I feel much more relaxed. And I've spoken about this before. For if you have a clingy friend, if you have a socially anxious or a paranoid friend, or somebody who gets into their own head and thinks terrible thoughts that are not true, tell them that you will tell them if they are overstepping or if they are being too much. And if you do not say anything, it means they're fine. Because that really, really helps to know that that there is a warning line that will come up. There is a yellow light that will be flashed up to you if you are being too clingy or over the line with people. It really helps. It helps calm them down. It helps calm me down knowing that that exists. But yes, so everybody that I want to get closer to, or that I have given gifts to that they know is from me, I always include a little warning label in my letters or in my messages to them, just saying, hey, I'm super clingy. I'm trying not to be weird about it, but please accept this as it is and know that I'm not trying to stalk you or or do stuff to you. or, or I'm making it sound weirder than it actually is. I promise. It's all with innocent intentions. Don't be careful, Spacey. If you say that, I might be clingy. I might check in every day and just ask how are you doing. I need to make more friends. It's gotten to the point where my friends are hoping I make more friends. I need to make more friends. I need to be clingy to more people. I've been clingy to the same few people for a very, very long time now. They're probably fed up. They're probably fine. They will tell me if they're fed up. You see, these are the thoughts. These are the thoughts that happen in paranoid people's heads. I should stop. I should just stop telling you guys about all my flaws. About all the things that I think I need to work on. But if there is an invitation to be clingy with you, Spacey and Freaky, be careful what you wish for. I might start checking in every day and just asking how your day is going. I won't be able to chat super much because I'm quite busy, but I will. If you're asking for this, I will give it. I will start checking with you every day, just asking how your day is going. And we'll see where it goes. I want to talk to more people as well, you know? There's so many... Just in the sphere of VTubing, there's so many VTubers out there that it's parasocial. And I'm sure all of you understand what it's like to want to be friends with somebody you see who's really cool, somebody you really admire, but you always gotta be careful to keep the line of separation, to not be parasocial and not scare them off. I wonder, Tene, will you try Tomodachi Life? I want to, but I don't have a Switch 2. I have a Switch. I have a Switch 1, I guess you call it at this point, but it doesn't work. It has it's been trucking along since 2018 or 2019. And it's just died. I think if I charge it up, it will work when plugged into a charger, but the start button doesn't work anymore. So Tomodachi Life might elude me for maybe forever. I'm in no hurry to get a Switch 2, and I have a Steam Deck which I really love. So I'm just sticking with my Steam Deck for now. I know you can emulate on it. For legal purposes, Nintendo, you didn't hear me say anything about that. But I got you. Do you perhaps have a good laptop? Oh, Roboto. Roboto, you haven't heard the stories about this laptop? No. No, it's balanced on two sewing needle boxes now being blown at by a fan. And if the fan stops working or if the AC gives out, it will die and it will crash. Just from me streaming. From me streaming and not playing any games. It is not a good laptop. Technologically, very inept. I am in the post-apocalypse. As you can see behind me, there's not much I can do. There's only so much I can dig out from the wastelands around here to try and get a good laptop. Hello, chimpanzee. It's Nita. It's Nita on my head. I should ask permission from these VTubers. The next time I should send them a message and just ask, is it okay if I put a plushie up? Do I need to give credit? Do you think... Chat, do you think I should like add the hand? Do you think I should add the VTuber what do you call it? The credits to the plushie? Like just maybe a name tag on the plushie so people know who they are, they can go and check them out. I don't want to like show off their design and not give credit. This is Nita Ironville on my head right now. It's one of the plushies I made. Look at her in the light. It's so, I just realized, look at her bow in the light. It's so cool. Name tags would be cool. Okay, I'll look into adding that. look into adding that so that people know who these VTubers are. Hello, chimpanzee. Not streaming today, chimpanzee? Or you dropping by before a stream? Also, hello, Wrinkle. Is that how you pronounce your name, Wrinkle? Please let me know. I want to make sure I get it correct. No stream today. Just relaxing, coming down and relaxing with Tenny. I've got chimpanzee on my plushie list. It's gonna come up one day. It's gonna be on my head one day. Chimpanzee, the only person I don't give credit to at all. No, I lie. I'll give credit. I'll give credit whenever chimpanzee appears on my head. We will be sewing today. We will be sewing in about half an hour's time. I just want to yap with you guys because I really like chatting with you guys. And we're gonna chat even more later on, but this is the only time I get to chat with you guys while not concentrating on not stabbing myself with a needle. After I draw you squatting, I'm gonna put it on my head too. What? Hang on, squatting? Oh, the squats. Okay. I thought this was the conversation we had before about the twerking emotes. Just Tenny squatting. Just Tenny squatting and nothing else for you guys to see. Squat emote, yeah. Thank you, chimpanzee. Put on some clothes, chimpanzee. Put on some clothes. This is a cozy stream. We are decent. It's put on the clothes or be gone. Come pick you up. I'm picking up everybody else. Picking up Silo. Also, hello, Silo. I saw you. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. Goodbye. Goodbye, chimpanzee. Be gone until you put on some clothes. It's hot in here. It's more cooling this way. Oh, you're Plushie. You don't have a sense of temperature control. All you know is the plushness of your own skin. Yeah. I feel so much more energetic today, but also it's still really cozy. So I don't really know what high energy things I can say. There's probably not gonna be any high energy things during the stream. I'm just gonna have a nice little chat with one another. And I've forgotten where I was. Yes, clingy friends. How many of you have clingy friends? How many of you are the clingy friend? And do you want tips on how to avoid appearing as a clingy friend even though you are definitely the clingy friend? For close friends, by the way, you can give one message a day and then you wait for them to reply. You wait for them to reply first and then you reply back. And then sometimes there's a waiting period if it's a really long paragraph that you've typed out beforehand because you thought about what to say, because you're paranoid that you're gonna say the wrong things. You wait at least 5 minutes. You type nonsense in the chat and then you send the paragraph that you have pre-prepared to make it look like you wrote it on the spot, rather than you being so worried that you'll say the wrong thing that you pre-wrote it at least the day before. I'm exposing myself. I'm just exposing how clingy of a person, how paranoid of a person I am. I have clingy friends. Please cherish them, Roboto. They mean well, but please let them know if they ever cross over a line. They love you and they want you to feel comfortable as well. Oh, and if you want to send a message after they haven't replied, the rule of thumb that I've come up with is either it has to be like 5 hours later and it has to be a new topic. You can't send a message continuing the old conversation if they have not replied, because then that looks weird. Then it looks like you've just been waiting for them to reply and you got anxious that they didn't reply, so you just continue this topic without any input from them, so it becomes one-sided. What you have to do is, if you want their attention, I know this sounds crazy, but this is my system. If you want their attention, I hope my close friends don't see this, you have to wait at least a few hours and then start a different conversation, like, oh hey, I saw this thing, do you like it? And then sounds like you're overthinking friendship. And bro answers the last message and don't screw it up. It's true. But this system works, I swear, it works. And end of the day, it probably doesn't matter because I've come to accept that my friends do cherish and care for me. But it's the system I've come up with to not appear like you're clingy and paranoid and very anxious for their attention, which I am. And bonus points if you send a picture of a meme, because memes always start fresh conversations and it makes it look like you just came across a new meme, which does happen. You come across a new meme that you just want to share. It makes you appear less weird. It makes you appear less clingy, and it makes you appear there's so much rules. I know. I've had. I'm not telling you my age. I've had at least 20 plus years and so on to think about this. To come up with rules of thumbs, guiding rules, whatever you call them, to not appear super weird as a friend. Even then, I think I still come off really weird. For example, you don't come on a stream and tell people your rules of friendship to appear less weird, because that just makes you seem even more weird. I worry. I want my friends to be okay. I don't wanna overstep boundaries with them. So even if these rules at the end of the day they don't mean anything and they don't really work, they give me peace of mind, which helps. And if you're a very clingy person, sometimes it helps to have a few rules in place just to help you feel more normal. My friends are weird, that's why I like them. There's always a line, right? There's always a boundary of too weird that I'm afraid of crossing. We should get our mind out of that space. We should come to accept our friends do love and cherish us. And I bet you that all of you got friends or family that out there that really love and cherish you and accept you for whatever weird little being that you are. Tene accepts you. Tene accepts all of you. You weird freaks. Welcome to the bunker. Be as weird as possible to weed them out. Yeah, that's right. I'm coming here being weird so that only the true weirdos stay for my streams. By now, all of the normal people, all of the properly neurodivergent? Is that neurodivergence the term for normal? All the normal people, all of the people who don't deal with weird thoughts, they have left. Only the freaks and the weirdos and the insane are here. Speaking of perfect timing, hello meteorite. No. Thank you for the hydrate, Jawad. I should drink. I got a full bottle of water with me today. Being spritz. Neurotypical. That's the word. Did I say something else? I think I said neurodivergent. It's neurotypical. The neurotypical people. Who I'm not even sure is even existent nowadays because everything's a mess. Everything's a mess. Everybody's dealing with their own personal stuff. They've all left. All the normal sane people, they've gone. I'm left with all of you guys. That will make into my little plushie army of weirdos. And we'll take over the apocalypse. And we'll make it super weird. Okay, let's move on from all the talk about paranoia and social anxiety. I'm afraid I'm just gonna weird more people out. Let's talk about D&D. Because I can never get enough of talking about D&D and TTRPGs and role-playing games and all the stories that my players make. They're all super. I talked about it a bit yesterday, but I was super sleepy. And I don't know what I said yesterday at all. But tomorrow I'm hosting another D&D session for some very lovely people. And it's my horror campaign, which I'm super excited about. Because a few of them, I got this very good advice. So let me give you the context. Hello, IPA nerd. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about D&D again, as always. This horror campaign, there is evil, a BBEG, a big bad evil person, but they are a queen. Literally, they're the queen. Think female Strat. Think female vampire. There's no other way to say it. Dommy mommy. female vampire controls the entire plot. Hello, Jazz. Welcome to the bunker. Feel free to look, feel free to chat. Feel free to have a good time. So they are female vampire, yes, female vampire queen. Everybody, everybody who signed up for this campaign, none of them signed up because, oh yeah, it's a horror campaign. I love exploring horror. I love going into deep psychological issues. No. The reason they signed up for this campaign is because of the dommy mommy female vampire who they want to step on them. Emma's Hong should be on your best behavior tonight. Bye bye, Spacey. Everyone, please wish Spacey a good night. Take care of yourself, and make sure that you're getting plenty of rest. Bye bye. I'll see you around, Spacey. I will start messaging you daily. I wish that was me. You can sleep as well, Freaky. Get a little nap in before you gotta go for your dental stuff. Relax entirely. That should make everything much easier moving forward. But if you get to stick around, then please stick around. I like talking with you. But yes, so they all joined because they heard that there's a dommy mommy vampire who is the big bad evil guy. I wish that was me. I meant about the dommy mommy. And they all wish. Hang on, it's a stream. Did I put 18 plus today in the title? I did not. I'm gonna put 18 plus just to be safe, so that the young'uns will come in here and hear about dommy mommy vampires. They're too young. They need time to explore about whether they want a dommy mommy vampire to come and step on them. I love dommy mommy. Yeah, so the best advice I got for playing her out was to play her as a mother figure, which I know has gotten some of you rattled. She's evil, of course, but she wants the player characters to become stronger and eventually be a part of her army. So she's always rooting for them, but she's doing so in that kind of matriarchal way. She likes it when you become stronger, when you're cruel, when you're evil, when you do terrible things, but all in the name of getting stronger. She doesn't care if you are a little bit rebellious, but if you defy her, that is where she will be a little bit more open to dishing out punishments. But if you are a good little player character who does as she wants, who becomes stronger, who is willing to go through the gauntlet, even if it's for selfish reasons, as long as you align with her goals and respect her, she will reward you with very, very special items and her favor. And the reason the jungler really hurts when it heals. And the reason I'm so excited for tomorrow's session is because the players, some of them, 2 of them, have earned her favor by being really, really cruel. The way it works is every session I give my players these candles that are remote controlled by me, of course. And I haven't told them what they do, but they've sort of figured it out. Can I be the player? Yeah, if you can get me for a campaign, Joanne. What I've done is that they have the candles that lit. Whenever they do something that is exceedingly cruel, or going out of their usual player character behavior, or they just do something that pleases mommy, I turn off the lights. And they've been really paranoid because they have no idea what it means. And I've been waiting for somebody to hit 3 lights off. The moment they hit 3 lights off, or if they done something so terrible that it warrants me taking away that candle, I'll take away that candle, and I'll have Dommy Mommy Vampire Lady come visit them in their dreams for a little bit. And what? Please don't know. Okay, fine. You heard right. I'm talking about D&D, by the way. There's a Dommy Mommy Vampire Lady who is the big bad evil person. I will please mommy anyway, every way, every day. It's really cruel though, the things you have to do to make mother vampire, lady queen vampire happy. And I'll tell you a little bit about what they've done. For K-Bind, this is the D&D campaign. I think you'll get it if I just keep talking about it. So, what has happened is that either they have given in to their instincts. For example, either the Lycan has given into bloodlust, or the Damphir has given into cruelty, or what really pushed everyone over the edge was that they're on a ship right now. The ship is evil. They don't know the ship is evil, but they will learn either next session or the session after. Spoilers, if you're one of my players, please go away. Go away. There's stuff that will be spoilery to you. And spoilers for Realm of the Blood Queen, because that's the campaign that I'm running. So they're on an evil ship, and what's happened is that they ran into some sirens that were being controlled by an aboleth. Kudos to my Discord, because they were actually the ones who suggested putting in an aboleth, which was really, really good. Please join the Discord. Sometimes I'll go there and ask for D&D suggestions to toy with my players, and I'll take your suggestions into account. So the Discord suggested to me an aboleth. For those of you who don't know, an aboleth is an ancient eldritch evil that was around before even some of the gods. And when they give birth to a new aboleth, all the memories of that aboleth are passed down. So they have literal eldritch knowledge in them. An aboleth attacked the ship, and the players made the mistake of accidentally coming in contact with the aboleth and also killing one of their, I say sirens, the harpies. They killed one of the harpies that was being controlled by the aboleth. So the aboleth started to pursue them. And these players are level 2. There's no way that they can fight an aboleth, which is at least a level 5. So the captain says to them, you're gonna have to sacrifice one person on the crew to save the aboleth, so we can continue having smooth waters ahead. The captain is working for Dommy Mommy as well, so he's also trying to encourage them to be their worst selves. And they were really reluctant about it. The players were really reluctant. They went back and forth. They tried to avoid it. And I said, you know what, you can't avoid it, go ahead. Of course, if they do that, the consequence would be that the aboleth was gonna attack the ship again. Until eventually... Follow button and subs, hello! Please don't follow. I'm sorry, but Twitch brought me here. No, please don't. Please, I promise. I'll be good. No! No! Oh! My mods are gone. I can't ban him. What do you mean Twitch brought you here? This is cause I was talking about Dommy Mommies, wasn't it? This is my punishment. Wait, no, but I'm technically playing the Dommy Mommy in the D&D campaign, so that counts, right? That. Thank you for the hydration. I will drink. Thank you, person. No, is it the 18 plus tag? Maybe I did it there so that the young people do not come and disturb us. You are Dommy Mommy. Yeah. I'm in Dommy Mommy in D&D. Outside of D&D, I'm only 10. I only follow Alpha. No. Thank you. Please don't follow. I'll be good. It's really convincing. I transfer here. My YouTube is down for me. It probably isn't for you. Oh no, is YouTube down for you? I am young people. Leave. Only hags allowed inside here. Oh no. I'm sorry if YouTube is down. I think it's working on my end, so that's right. It's higher than recommended bitrate. That's fine. I'm 18. Okay, that's good. As long as you are old enough to be that. As long as you're old enough, I don't feel as bad about making like lewd jokes or talking about Dommy Mommy. So back to the Dommy Mommy. For those of you who don't know, I'm talking about a D&D campaign. I'm a D&D host. Old enough to choose mommies. Thank you for the pat pat. Thank you for the pat pat, Ione. And what do I call you? Ione? Or follow? I can't call you subs, right? I can't call you bottom. Please let me know how you like to be addressed. So, and thank you for the hydrate again. I will drink. You guys want me to be hydrated? You host? Yeah, I'm a professional D&D host. It's my side gig. It's my side gig to being unemployed. Yeah, so I'm talking about D&D campaign. Spoilers for Realm of the Blood Queen, if you don't want to hear about it. But I do play mine a bit different. I always add bits and bobs. So, there's a Dommy Mommy. Evil woman who wants the player characters to just get stronger by being really cruel. And what has happened, they're on an evil ship. Aboleth is after the ship. This is a quick recap, so I'm not going to go into detail. And they have to sacrifice one sailor to the Aboleth. Now, they can freely say, no, we don't want to sacrifice a sailor. We want to start a riot. We want to go against the captain. They're going to be really, really in bad shape if they do that. But it's still possible because you can do anything in D&D. So, on a stormy night, after they have crossed many lines and sort of pissed off the captain because they keep challenging his authority and the captain keeps telling them, okay, let's fight. The one player at the back is always saying, please, don't start a fight with the captain. There's just one player that's holding everybody back from starting a mutiny. Cause I'm sitting here going, yes, let's fight. I really want to fight. My captain is gonna fight you. Let's go. And that one player at the back is always coming in and calming everyone down, saying maybe that's not the best. Maybe we don't do that. So they've gotten the captain mad, but the captain still wants them to choose one sailor to sacrifice. So we line up all the sailors on the railing of the ship, and the captain says to the players, okay, who do you want to sacrifice? And the players are going back and forth about it for a long time until finally one of them says, okay, let's make them all fight. Let's make these poor sailors fight, and whoever is weakest we're gonna throw overboard to the Aboleth. So I of course I had to ask everyone, are you all okay with this? They all said yes. So I went ahead. I narrated about how there's this poor sailor who has a limp, who obviously his arm is already a bit wonky. So the moment that chaos breaks out and all the other sailors start fighting, they see this weaker sailor and they go after him and they just beat him down and they get him down to the ground. And he's there pleading for his life as all the player characters gather around him. He's hanging onto their legs and saying, please, no, I have a family, please don't do this, please don't sacrifice me. And by then the player characters are like, okay, we kind of don't want to do this, but we're set into this. As always, make sure your players are comfortable with it, even when they're exploring dark topics, that they are safe. Okay? That's very important. I want you all to know my player characters, even though they were reluctant, they were into this roleplay and it didn't cross any hard boundaries for them. So safety is always very important. If somebody feels very uncomfortable with something, skip the scenario, make it different. Okay, back into the story. So what they do is one of the player characters, he takes a healing potion, forces it down into the mouth of this poor sailor who's, what was his name? What was the name of the sailor that they sacrificed? I can't remember it now. I'll ask them next session. Let's just call him Harvey. They force the healing potion to Harvey's mouth. They give him a dagger and they say, hey, if you survive this, come back and fight me. Come back and look for me and get your revenge, okay? To sort of encourage him. You have to understand, they're saying that to a man who is very injured. Healing potion doesn't mend you completely. They're about to throw him to an Aboleth, which is an elder ancient evil the size of a whale that can kill player character parties without even thinking about it. It can attack 3 times in a single round. They're throwing this poor sailor there and giving him hope that is non-existent. But now that they've done that, I might bring him back later on. We'll see. And then I say to them, his legs are still broken. The captain wants you to drag him over to the railing of the ship and toss him in yourselves. And you could just see all of their faces drop a little bit. As they all one of them takes an arm, the other takes another arm, some of them carries the leg, and I asked them, describe to me how you toss this man overboard into the ocean. The realm of the Blood Queen gets really dark, okay? There's really dark topics to explore. Besides the Dommy Mommy. The Dommy Mommy is dark. So because they did that, I'm so upset that the Paladin is not level 4, or is it 5? Because they don't have an oath yet to break, so technically they're off the hook. But because they've done that, two of them lost their candles that I gave them. Because they had done something so exceedingly cruel that Dommy Mommy has taken notice. And now Dommy Mommy is interested in them. And what they're gonna get is that they're gonna get some special weapons that they can level up the crueler that they are. And the rest of the player characters are just gonna get nightmares. Oh no, there's an ad break starting soon. But yes, this is why hello Ragal. This is why D&D can get really, really dark. And I heard all of them say after the sessions like, oh, we actually feel really bad now about tossing the Sojo overboard. But they had a really good time. That's all part of D&D, is having a really, really good time even when you're doing stuff that is, you know, weird or dark or stuff you're like, oh, I wish I didn't have to do this, but you know what? It makes a great story. So I'm excited for tomorrow because they're finally gonna find out they're on an evil ship. Some of them are gonna get dreams about the weapons that they're gonna get. Others are just gonna get nightmares. And I am open to suggestions from all of you and from Discord. If you're in the Discord, if you're anywhere at all. Hi Ragal. Hang on, did YouTube freeze on me? No, still live. We're still good. So, if any of you have any suggestions about how to make it scarier, or what things I should throw at them in their nightmares, let me know here or let me know in the Discord. Yeah. They're on a ship. Yeah, the players are gonna have some nightmares. They're all going to this mysterious island in hopes of looking for answers. Some of them have people they need to find. Others are bound by duty. Some of them are just caught up in this web of lies and they're not sure what's going on. So give me more. Right now what they're exploring is on the ship, somebody has gone missing. They know there's an assassin on board, but they're not. The paladin isn't sharing the information about it. They know the captain. Something's not quite right with the captain, but they don't fully know that they're on an evil ship just yet. So it's all up in the air. I will say this again for those who don't have ad block or haven't subbed, because I know there's an ad going on right now, and I want to get all your ideas. I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah, there we go. Good water. I will stall until the ad is gone. Yes, but yeah, please give me your ideas for what I can do to them on the ship. I've already had them attacked. We've already had mysterious happenings going on. There's a werewolf that might be happening soon, and then there are evil things that are about to happen. Raga, I just drank water. Okay, I'll drink it again. I'm very hydrated today. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm so excited to seeing happen tomorrow. Okay. Oh no! I just got a message that one of the players won't make it tomorrow. Oh no! Oh, we're gonna be a player down. That's sad. It's okay. I'll make it work. I'll make it work so that the rest of the players really feel the hurt of not having an extra player around. But yes, let's take a quick 5-minute break, guys. I know the ad just ran, but let's take a quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna set up for streaming for sewing. Do we need a break? Yeah, let's take a quick break. Let's take a quick 1-minute break, guys, and then I'll be back in a little bit. And we can start doing our stitching, okay? Okay. Thank you for the break, Arlene. Yeah, go and drink water, go and take care of yourself. We'll be back in, let's say, 5 minutes. Okay. Way out back. Let me go set up everything too. Thank you, Giovanni, for following. Welcome to the bunker. Let me just set up so that you guys can see what I'm gonna be doing today. It's not gonna be too much. We're just catching up on some stuff. Oh, it's not jiggy today. I keep forgetting to change the images. Where is Lucien? There she is. The manual setup of things. Because I always forget that I have to set this up. Hang on. There you go. Someone's responding to me. There we go. Can you guys see? I'm gonna flashbang a little bit. All the lights. Oh, been having a bit of trouble with my camera stand. Been falling over a lot. I don't know why. I might bring it a bit lower so the center of gravity is not so high. And there's a chance that it tips over less. Alright. Okay. It clearer? Hello. One more sub. Did we get a sub? I don't see a subby. I see bottoms and subs. They're here. Okay, so this is what everyone is here for. Let me shift myself. There's always a bunch of stuff I need to do whenever I switch the camera from one angle to the next. Thank you for being patient. And I have to change the stream category to... Is it making? Makers and crafting. There we go. What's the red thingy? Oh, this is my chalk. It's running out of chalk. It's for me to do chalk outlines so I can see things. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. I've recently got a blue chalk replacement, or refill rather, so that I'll be able to draw on very light fabrics and still see things. So that's why I've been using pencil. But it just makes a very quick chalk outline, if you can see. And it can be rubbed away and it will fade over in time. It doesn't stick. But I really like this. It's really useful. It helps a lot with just sewing out outlines. You can use just regular chalk, but I like the ones with the points, so you don't need to keep sharpening it. The only issue is that if you shake it, the chalk does come out quite loosely. But pretty good, and you can get refills for them. I want this. Please check out your local store. I'm not sponsored. I don't know what this is called. It didn't give me a brand name. It just came in like a plastic bag. Came in a little plastic baggie, and I can show you. If I can find it, buried deep within my bag. I got a whole bunch of things from the store. It wasn't $4. They just put this up. This was $4, but the entire thing wasn't. Ah. Ew. Why am I so weak? Ew. Ah, got it. Oh, it should be inside here. Ah, yeah, I bought a refill. I bought this blue colored refill that will slot. If I'm hoping it should slot perfectly into this. It is a bit big though. No, it should slot fine. It should slot. my lack of strength is being showcased today on camera. Oh no. Yeah. No. Yeah, but it's okay, it's chalk. But yeah, it slots in like this. There's a cover that comes with it, and you can just put it in. I think I wasted most of it. It's okay, it's chalk. I have another white refill, yeah, in here. But I found this blue one recently, and like as you can see, it comes from my local you call it mom and pop shops, local art store. It doesn't have any brand names on them, so I think that they're just around. Just look for like chalk marker or something. You should be able to find it. Ito, my desk. And when I restock it, I'll show you guys what it looks like to replace the chalk. I'm sorry, Lucien. For those of you who don't know, this is Lucien Kuromiya. We are turning her into a plushie over time. I've done this much with her eyes already. As you can see, I took a lot of time creating her eyes. Did a bit of the outline, getting it really round. Okay, let me start from the very beginning. I'm Tenny. I create Vtuber plushies. I turn Vtubers into plushies. I have commissions open now on VGen for people who want to become plushies, or if you have a VTuber that you really love and admire and you want to turn them into a plushie, either for yourself or to give to them, you absolutely can. Just make sure you have permission from them that they can be turned into a plushie by Tenny. I don't want to infringe on anybody's copyright by creating a plushie and selling it off them. So yeah, please make sure you have that permission. As long as you do, then it's all alright. We've been a little bit behind because these few days I've been really busy. I've been a little bit stressed. I've been so busy with D&D. I kind of crashed last week after running a bunch of D&D, but I had a really fun time. So this week is full of plushies. Next week might also be full of plushies, I'll be honest. I might do plushies for 2 weeks in a row, just so that we can catch up. Because I felt like we did fall behind, and I fell behind. It's not on you. I fell behind, and I got caught up in my own thoughts, and I wasn't able to do enough plushie stuff in time. But you know what? I don't regret it, because it was good for my mental health to just stop, take a break, and not worry. And I always say this about your hobbies. How many of you guys have crafting hobbies? Tell me what your hobbies are, and you know, how you enjoy them. I want to hear about your hobbies. But I always say that if there is a point where you're not enjoying a hobby anymore, you should take a break from it, because hobbies are meant to be things that you enjoy and have fun with. And if for any reason you find yourself not enjoying them as much as you usually do, then stop. A lot of people, I think, they feel obligated to keep to continue because you know, you're like, oh, I should love this, I'm obligated to create this, I have all these things I need to do for it. I've been plushie immediately. I like rhythm games in the arcade, specifically My is quite fun. Is that the one where hang on, I need to switch up my layout over here. Is that the one where it's a bunch of buttons? Is in like there's an actual console of buttons in front of you and you have to tap it according to the beat? Or is it the one where there are round? Oh, it's like a circle. It's the round buttons, right? The ones where you're tapping. It's like 3 and it tell me if I'm describing it wrong. We are tapping stuff, and also it can be multiplayer. It's quite popular in arcades around here. In the post-apocalypse, we all have My. So right now, I'm also this is the slow part where we are just stitching stuff together. And I am hang on. Sorry, my concentration is broken because I've seen myself going a little bit wrong with this. So this will be the stream for those who are new. We do plushie streams, and we just sit and we relax and we chat and we make plushies. There's actually 8 buttons like a square around a circle, and there's 1 to 4 players. I think I know what you're talking about. I know there's cooperative and competitive mode for it, if I'm not wrong. If I'm thinking of the correct game. It's a bit old school around here, but people still really like playing it. So right now I'm just outlining where the whites of the eye go, because you can see from the picture that it's not fully white. There are some shadows here that I'm going to create, and there's also this red line of diffusion, I guess you call it, when like red colors, cause I think it's from her lashes, cause her lashes are reflecting on her eyes, so there's a bit of pink that cuts through. So we're gonna do all of that. Color theory, everyone. I'm a silly goober and I jump between a lot of hobbies, but I've never regretted it. You never should. A lot of it was just different ways of making stuff when I enjoy. So even if the medium is different, as long as you're enjoying doing something, that's all that's important. Yeah, you're exactly right, Neovoni. You should always enjoy your hobbies. If there comes a time when you're feeling tired from a hobby, just stop. Okay? People feel guilty because they think, oh, it's my hobby, I should keep doing it, I should keep enjoying it. But you know, you change, you grow as people. If you aren't enjoying something, you could be burnt out. Or maybe you've just done all that you can with it and you want to move on to something new, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you take care of yourself. Nivoni, you got the right idea. What sort of things have you made though? It was all making stuff. What are the most interesting ones that you have in your collection? I love crafters. I really do. And I love it when people show off their all the things they've made in the Discord. Advertising for the Discord over here. But all of you guys are really creative. And you all come up with such it's just fun. It's just fun to see what you guys create with your own 2 hands. Okay, I'm gonna have this end here. I make paper crafts. I made a my controller out of paper. It's like origami. Have you seen the people who make those dragon masks out of paper? They're so talented. And also, please, if you guys do craft things, whether you currently still craft them or you don't craft them anymore, feel free to post them up in the Discord. Make a thread about it. Post in the main chat if you like. I wanna look at them. I wanna look at all of them, and I'm sure a lot of people out there also wanna look at them. We really love all the creatives out there. Let me post the Discord link up. There we go. I love seeing what you guys come up with. It's just fun. It's just fun all the time. Also, I'm wearing my pink purple what do you call them, arm sleeves in honor of Lulu today, because she's the purple capitalistic sheep. For those who don't know, kuromiyaLucien, she is a Vtuber. She's a Vtuber because I turned Vtubers into plushies. I'm gonna shout her out. I hope I spell her name correctly. Yeah, please go and check her out. It's a diverse range of drawing, photography, silly stuff with paint. Once made a magic rock with quartz geo and glow in the dark people. I wanna see that. I wanna see that. Please join the Discord. Please show us. Please show us. You can post in the main chat. I think it's fine. And then my mods will scold me because it's probably not meant to go in the main chat. But you tell them I said it's okay, and they should take it up with me. I wanna see that though. I love quartz crystals. I love crystals, rocks. They're always super cool. But yeah, I encourage everybody, please go try making stuff. It's really fun to make stuff. It's tough. It's tough. There are points in time you complain and you think, oh, why am I doing this? But every time you stop and you look at the thing you create and you think, wow, before this was what it is, it was nothing. It was literally nothing in my hands. But now it's been brought to life. I take a second to dig through my excessively large picture backup folder, but I got you. Thank you, thank you. I wanna see it. Let's unravel more thread from here. I chose this color because it's a bit of an off-white. The whites of the eyes are rarely ever like bright white. And you will notice when it actually is. This color theory. One time I found a rock that the cube is multicolored. And it's one of my luckiest finds. I found the... Wait, you mean you found one naturally in the wild? And it wasn't... when you said cube, I thought that it's something you found in like a store. But you say it's a wild rock. It's a wild rock. Oh, I can't find the end of this thread. I don't know where it begins and where it ends. You guys can't say these things and not post pictures, by the way. It's a crime. It's a crime if you entice Tenny with cool stories about cube-shaped rocks or quartz rocks that you've made yourself out of amazing materials and you don't show me. Okay, it's a little bit messy. This is a bit of a messy thread. But we found the end of it, which is good. And I'll sort. This is for future Tenny to sort through later on. Current Tenny is too lazy to. It's fine, let me go to Tenny's jail. There are no Dommy Mommies in Tenny's jail, I should say. You have a distinct lack of Dommy Mommy vampire queens in Tenny's jail. You don't get to play D&D. Something pretty neat you can do is if you live near creeks and rivers is finding natural little geodes of river quartz. Unfortunately, I don't live near creeks or rivers, so I don't get to find any of these things. Also, I'm really clumsy, and I have a really bad immune system. It's not devastatingly bad. It's just normal amounts of bad. It's not medical grade bad. It's just like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. Your immune system is just terrible and you're very, very clumsy. So if I did live near rivers or creeks, I can promise you I probably wouldn't be alive today. I probably wouldn't be around today. Either I would have fallen into a creek and hit my head, or I would have drowned in 4 inches of water. Because that is the extent of my ability to survive in the wild. Hello, Brett. Hello. Thank you so much for lurking. Welcome to the stream. I got Gundam ideas. Does not show. You show them. You show. Have you been to the store that makes custom Gundams? I saw it on a video. They make custom Gundams in all different colors that you want. I'm not a Gundam fan myself, so I don't know how cool that is to a Gundam fan. Is it something that is interesting? Or is it just something that is like, yeah, they always come in different colors. Oh no, it's... the thread has been... the thread is tangled. Ito, please separate. I need you to separate like twins at birth. Like Lindsay Lohan in Parent Trap. That was her, right? I'm referencing old movies. You guys are too young. You probably won't understand. Nobody sees the classics anymore. Hang on. This is what you get when you cut embroidery thread too long and try to pull it apart too quickly. Sometimes it gets tangled up, as you can see. The solution is to pull the thread that's still together and then pull these two apart. But sometimes it's a bit tricky if you made it really, really long. And just keep winding it until it kind of falls apart naturally. Ugh. It's a pain on the fingers, but that's how you do it. Why did the thread become a 4th dimensional object? String theory. String theory. I don't know what string theory is. I've heard about it. I think it means that everything is made of strings, but I don't know. If it was up to me, everything would be made of plushies. So no gun. I was planning on painting it, so no Gundam doll. Did they come in plain? Did they come without any colors? Cause most of the ones I've seen, they come with colors already built into them. The thread is tricky. When you're doing embroidery, when you're doing embroidery, by the way, you typically, if you don't want to take forever, you put 3 threads in at once. 2 to 3 is the perfect number. If you're doing it with only one, the thread becomes very thin. You're not gonna fill in the gaps enough, and then it's just gonna take you a super long time to color everything in. It's like coloring with a very sharp pencil. You get really thin lines, it takes you a long time to color everything. Whereas if you have a really fat pencil, you can finish everything in a few swipes. That is my advice for threads for the day. Speaking, by the way, about tutorials and advisories and all those sort of things. Have you guys heard about the LuluCon? The LuluCon is run by I shouldn't say run by. It is founded by Lucien Kuromiya. It's a convention for Vtubers by Vtubers, but it's open to everyone. Currently, they've started looking for people to booth there, and you can see where I'm going with this. I'm gonna try to sign up for it. This is not me announcing that I will be boothing there. It's not confirmed. I can be rejected, and it's okay. But I want to run a D&D introductory booth there. So fingers crossed that they look at my application and you think, hey, this person isn't completely terrible. Let's give them a booth. But I want to run a D&D workshop there. But I've also said that I'm open to doing a live play if we could find people. I unfortunately don't have people of my own, so I have to rely on the... One of the threads. Did it snap? Or did it just come loose? It came loose. Okay. That's why I was pulling. But would you guys be interested in that sort of thing? A D&D beginners workshop where it's more talking about introducing you to D&D, what it is, dispelling some of the myths around it, talking about what makes D&D great and why you should try it. Because I want to get more people into the cult of D&D. I mean the community of D&D. And then everybody will get to play Dommy Mommies. And subby daddies? Is that a thing? There has to be an opposite to the Dommy Mommy, right? Subby father. He gets you whatever you want. Ito. This thread. There we go. Okay. Let me pull this tight. Oh, hang on. I realized it's the music really soft. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit, so that you guys can hear it. Surely, don't make me repeat it. Surely it's subby daddy, right? Is that the opposite of dog mommy? Alright. Fix the crap. My system. You wanna know how bad my laptop is? The audio is just bad. It keeps crackling when I don't want it to. Maybe I should because you know the Dommy Mommy in Realm of the Blood Queen, she does have husbands and wives, of which the player characters will probably want to join. But it'll be interesting to see what happens when they interact. Personal marijuana safe for work session. Thank you so much, Neovoni. I'll go look at it after the stream, because if I look at it now, I might crash the stream. Yes, my laptop is that bad. Sometimes I have to worry about even just checking Discord. Sometimes it is no good. But thank you so much for posting your magic. Wow. Thank you for the hydrate as well, July. I will drink. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. That. Moving spray. Spritz. But how many of you guys would be interested in a VTuber panel that just talks about D&D and how D&D is really fun and how VTubers should get into D&D and all those sort of things, and also convincing you to buy more dice because there's never enough dice. There's never enough dice in the world. I need more. My local dice shop has just stocked a bunch of new dice. And I am angry because I said to myself, Dene, you're gonna have to be financially responsible and not buy any more dice. So that's what I've been doing. I've been financially responsible and not buying dice. But I pass by that shop really often out here, and every time I pass by, I see just a horde of beautiful dice. That's the best. There's like sakura dice with like cherry blossoms painted over it, and I don't have sakura dice in my collection. Your dice goblin, how dare you, rebuttal? I am a dice dragon. Okay, that's why I have these horns. I'm a dice dragon. I earned the title of dice dragon at this point. I have so many dice. Oh, but and then this is black dice. This is black dice with. How many of you guys like dice? Sound off. And if you don't like dice, please leave a chat. No, stay. I'll convince you to like dice. Dice are to die for. It's in the name. Exactly. There's this set of black dice with purple, sparkly, like runic bits that run through it, and it's so pretty. And there's one with moths inside of it. I don't have dice with moths inside of it yet. And there's another one with a tiny turtle and a little alien. There were also hamburger and fries dice, which I really regret not getting. They came in a set. Wouldn't you be a dice alien? I'm a dice alien dragon. New VTuber lore is being established here. But I just love dice so much. I have a collection of dice. I've been collecting dice before I ever got into D&D. So I guess it was just meant to be that I would always end up in D&D and TTRPGs. When I was younger, I would collect D6s, which are the normal square dice that you get, because I didn't realize that other dice existed. So I just have a bunch of D6s in a box. Then after I discovered that dice can come in many different shapes, I started collecting different sets of dice. And I just have so many, and I need more. My dice box collector thingy is not full. I cannot rest until it's full, and when it's full I have to get another one. Obviously. Okay, let me make sure that these threads are smooth. Gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see what's happening. You have to use a diverse set, because if you use style not align your current character lot, it might anger the deities of the role. You're correct. You need to every time you make a new character, you need a matching set of dice to match that character. It's the only right way to play D&D. You need dice that match the character. You need to get dice that match what the character is going for. When I was playing my Poisoner UNT, which is a snake person, I had a perfect set of Poisoner dice. When I was playing my Magic Wizard Lady, I have just a bunch of chaotic warlockish dice. I need animal dice for her though. She's a summoner. So when the needle becomes stuck like this, you gotta use the needle gripper to pull it out. If I'm gonna play a necromancer, I have to bring animal bone dice. Exactly, you're gonna need skull dice, or you're gonna need a really dark dice. If you're playing a fighter, then obviously you need some weapon dice with weapons inside of them, right? Or if you're playing a wizard, then you need magical looking dice. Druids, you need to have nature dice. AFK for a bit, no worries, Umugi. Your dice have to match the character that you're playing, or else you won't get good rolls. That's just the nature of D&D. And this is why so many people become dice goblins. Okay. How will my barbarian know what to do if the dice doesn't have a fist in it? Yeah. Or how will your drow fighter know it's a drow if you don't have purple dice with spiders in? How will they know that they're always being hunted by the spider queen if they don't have a reminder of every roll that they do? Do yourself a favor. Do your characters a favor. Get dice that match them. If you wanted to really ramp it up, get dice that match your spells. So whenever you throw firebolt, you have to throw all the red dice to deal damage. Alright, let me see. Is that sharp enough? It is. I am going to round out a little bit of it because I want this to be rounded rather than concave. Concave? Inverse? So I will just round this bit out with a little bit of outlining. Obviously, the rogue dice is to count the gold they're stealing. Yeah, you need golden dice for a rogue. Or you need dice with arrows in them for rangers. Or little stabby knives for a rogue. Or if you're a princess or something, you need... Hang on, let me see. Let me see if this looks okay. It does. I'm gonna add in one more thread just to smooth it out a little bit. Glitter dice, exactly. You speak the language of the dice, Giovanni. You understand that in order for the dice to do as you say or as you want, you need to respect them, and you need to respect the characters of the dice. Do you have liquid core? Do you have liquid core dice? I need to know. Because that just adds a whole new game. Now you got things swishing around in your dice. The dice gods will smile brightly upon you. And they will know to reward you for your favor. Me who has never owned a dice set. I'll play D&D. You have the right idea though. That's exactly how it should go. And when you start, and I hope you start, you will understand. You will understand why dice are just precious math rocks that everybody wants to have and own. I would show you my dice collection, but currently it is packed away. I am making a little temporary move from the bunker, so I've had to just pack away some stuff. So unfortunately the dice are going into storage at this point, so I can't show them off. At least for now. When I've settled down, I will start showing off all the dice to you guys. Basically, maybe I'm antisocial, it makes it hard to play. I understand. I get it. I am also quite antisocial. I won't deny it. When you want to play D&D, you gotta look for people. And the way that I think works best for antisocials is it's very hard to find friends to play it if you don't already have a dedicated friend group that's into D&D. So honestly, just pay for a session. I know, it's weird, like paying for a session. What do you mean? I gotta put out money to play a game that's famously played with friends. I have like 200 books on D&D Beyond. Oh, you've already gotten started. I also really like D&D. I can relate to what you're going through because I love D&D, but I'm very, very antisocial. And it took a long time of just watching from the sidelines, reading the books, watching other people play D&D, until I finally got a bit fed up. I got a bit fed up and annoyed with myself, and I said, okay, if I can't find anybody in my proximity to play D&D with, if nobody's gonna be the extroverted friend to bring me along for the D&D ride, then you know what? I'm just gonna pay and do a paid campaign with people. And you know, even though they're all strangers, at least they will also be into D&D. And hey, maybe it'll be a disaster, but at least I got out of the house. My laptop fell down because it's balanced on the needle boxes. I'm sorry if I gave everyone a scare. It's okay, it's okay. My needles that fell on the floor. About these 6 years, but making characters really fun. Baldur's Gate 3 was nice, though. Baldur's Gate 3 is really fun. We use BG3 like a trap to get them started, and we could make our own adventures. I'll be honest, Baldur's Gate has done wonders for the D&D scene. So I am a professional GM, and a lot of the new players we get, when we ask them how do you find out about D&D, a lot of them say Baldur's Gate. And to give you a fair warning, Baldur's Gate and D&D are fairly different. A lot of the rules are bent in Baldur's Gate to make them work for a video game. So when you come into D&D, it can be a bit jarring. We always say, yeah, you gotta expect that it's gonna be a bit different, but the sense of adventure and being able to do almost anything is the same. So I'm really grateful that Baldur's Gate 3 exists, because it has brought in so many people into D&D, and so many people have just experienced how fun D&D is. And it's so wonderful to see them come into it. And also, it's just a really good game. I should play it again sometime. But yes, if you are very socially anxious and you really want to try D&D, just honestly, if you have the finances, pay for a game. Pay for a game with a professional. The people you meet will be strangers. You will be nervous. It will be scary. But if you get it right, if you come in with an open mind and a willingness to interact with people, and you know, constantly go for a D&D campaign, you will become friends with these people. You will learn so much about D&D. You have so much fun, and all of that books, all of those knowledge that you have gained, it will finally be put to good use. And maybe the table will only last for a few sessions, but you know what? You would have done it. You would have played D&D. I knew D&D before it came out, but I gave a good user-friendly way to learn about it. Yeah, it does. There's some things that we have to sort of teach players, though, who have been very into Baldur's Gate 3. For example, my favorite is that guidance is not a quiet spell. Because in BG3 you can use guidance as much as you want, willy-nilly. Whenever there is a skill check that's not in combat, you can use guidance, which is fine. But guidance in D&D is not a quiet spell. It uses somatic and verbal components. So you gotta move, you gotta speak, and you know there's a bunch of light that tends to come out of you. So whenever my players ask if they can use guidance in front of someone that they're trying to persuade, or in front of people, I always tell them guidance is not a quiet spell. If you use it, you can, but people will see that you're using it. So it will negate the benefit a little bit, because they know that you're giving guidance to someone. So that's one of the things we try to teach new players, is that yeah, you gotta know. You gotta know that it's not silent. Everybody can see you doing it. People know you can cast these spells. You can try to be sneaky about it, but that's another check. Yeah. Usually I say you can try it, but you gotta, you know, find a way to sneak it in. And at the same time, it's not silent. You're speaking, you're doing hand gestures. So yeah, you're completely right about that, Giovanni. But again, please try D&D. Find a group. Find a group, whether you have to wrestle some people down or you pay for a GM. I paid for my first ever official GM, and that started me on the road to becoming a game master myself. And that's why I always encourage people that if you can't find a friend group, don't, and if you're in a comfortable position, don't be afraid to pay for a campaign. You get a good professional GM, you get to meet people who are as invested as you are to have paid for a campaign. And when people spend money on things, they are more likely to show up, more likely to put themselves into the game and all that, and you never know what's gonna happen. You might make really good friends with the people at the table. I'm not gonna say you will make friends with the GM, because when you do pay for games, there's often a professional boundary that GMs have. So respect that. It's like a silly meme. If you pin a wizard and kiss them, they literally can't kiss. They can't cast magic. That is true. No, they can't cast verbal spells. They can cast. Well, if their arms are pinned, then no. If it's, I don't know if only material spells exist, but they still have to. This is nerd talk. This is nerd talk of like, oh, what can you do to defeat a wizard? I'm sure there are some spells that don't require anything except concentration. Like those spells that are, oh, just pick targets you can see and think about it. Like message. Message, I think it's a spell that you don't need any components for. It's a cantrip. I think you just need to look at a person, and then you can send a secret message to them. I'm back, Danny. How goes it? Hello. I still don't know what to call you. I only. We're just talking about D&D nerd stuff, and I'm sewing a Vtuber plushie, as always. I sew Vtuber plushies. So yeah, that's what the stream is about. Too flustered to concentrate. They thought of it all. It might interest you, Ione. We're talking about how do you defeat a wizard. So spells, they have three things that they will usually need. One is either they need you to say something, or they need a material, which could be like a diamond or something, or they will need you to do like a hand gesture. So the way to defeat a wizard is to pin them up against the wall and then kiss them. Because they can't talk, their hands are pinned, and they'll be so flustered they can't do any concentration spells. So therefore, it is the perfect counter to a wizard is a bard. Although I haven't seen many seductive bards. I have seen seductive paladins and seductive monster hunters. I've seen the bards I've seen, they've not been very seductive. They've all been very work focused. Yeah, I've had a bard who is like a reporter journalist who's only worried about getting the truth. I've seen a bard that is more concerned with getting poems out to the public. Wizard only or all spellcasters? Honestly, all spellcasters. Usually their spells need something like a gesture or a word. There are some spells I think like message, which is just a cantrip spell that doesn't really need much. I think you just need to be able to look at people. So you gotta pin them and kiss them in a dark room, and make sure they don't have dark vision. You got to lure them into a dark room, then pin them against the wall and kiss them, and then they can't cast any spells. College or lore, because knowledge is power. I also encourage everyone to please try D&D at least once. Super fun. There's not a day that goes by that I don't appreciate just how much D&D has done for me and how much I enjoy D&D. And if you have any questions as a player or as a GM and you want to ask me about them, I'm more than happy to give any advice. Hello Smoogie, welcome back from the break. Sorry, the eye's not in focus. But also, please give me suggestions for my game tomorrow. As I said before, it's a horror campaign. They're on a ship. The ship is evil. They don't know the ship is evil. Give me stuff to scare them with on the ship. Give me stuff to scare them with about Dommy Mommy. Shadow Kai Elf. The Fae Shadow Port in the dark room will go 10 out of 10 for seduction. So So the perfect counter to the wizard is a Shalakai elf. They can just teleport instantly to you, cast darkness, and then kiss you. I'm so tempted to put that into a campaign somewhere, but I need to find a place for them. I don't know where they will go just yet. Also, no Shalakai in this one, unfortunately. Nobody wanted to play a Shalakai in the horror campaign. I do have a Damphir though. I do have a Damphir and I do have a Lycan, so we are reenacting Twilight. Do I have a wizard? I do have a wizard. Oh, he's a serious wizard. He's a serious trying to find what's happening to him, ancient family curse style wizard. Eyes are so good. Thank you, Alistair. I'm trying to do as much plushie as I can within this month. So next week might also be very plushie filled, because I'm hoping that by the middle of June I'll be able to start working on the new plushies. Fun fact, my mind is almost as old as some. That's not a fun fact. That's a sad fact. It's a really sad fact. I don't wish to know that some video games are as old as I have lived. Looky, why? Make a dog give off a magical or hostile presence, but just from a useless spell a wizard forgot about. That's not bad. I might do that when they're on land. They've already used detect magic on the ship, and I've already said that there is no magic, which is true. Nobody is using magic yet. The aboleth has been appeased for now. I might have some of them dream about it. It's gonna have one of them dream about it, but they won't be there for the next session. What else could we do to scare them, guys? As a ship, they're gonna find out it's evil. They're gonna find out that the captain and the crew are actually part of the bad guys, and they won't really be able to do anything about it because the ship is meant to crash. I don't know if that will happen next session or if it will happen the session after, but it definitely will be within these 2 sessions where I'm gonna make all their fears come true. If you have any psychologically scarring ideas, please let me know. I would love to scar more of them. In a safe way, of course. In a way that makes them feel happy. They already got Dommy Mommy. They already got Dommy Mommy coming after them. They're already heading for Dommy Mommy. I think some of them are into the idea of just turning evil at some point. So we'll see how that goes. There's at least I was gonna say there's at least one character that was meant to be good, but they're kind of the most evil so far. Is it an evil ship? Is it haunted? It's not haunted, but they are going to a mysterious place. They don't know that they're going there yet. They think they're tracking down another evil ship. But really, they're gonna be brought over to the evil island. It's very generic. I promise you, it's very interesting. But the only way I can describe it is evil. There are people on the ship. I think the scary part of the ship is not that it's haunted. It's more that they don't really know who they can trust. And everyone on the ship seems to have their own agenda or their own motivation. And they've not gotten close enough to the characters to figure it out yet. Although they're trying, and they're making a very good try. Also, they've managed to make the captain very angry with them. The captain is just tolerating them at this point. So they're a hair away from having a fight with the captain. But also, I can't wait for the point in time where the captain just tells them like, hey, you could kill me, but this ship needs at least 12 people to run. 20 to be safe on these waters. If you do anything to me, there won't be enough of you to keep this ship safe. An island they see off in the distance disappears because a large monster dove. Oh, that's good. I don't think I'll make it a fight, but I will create that too. What would a large monster be though? They don't need to know what it is, but I would like to know what it is just so I can give it more detail. What would be a very, very large monster that's in the ocean for D&D? Feel free to Google and let me know. It's been 2 hours? It's been 2 hours. I'm gonna try and go for at least 3 today. Maybe 3.5. Trying to build up my stamina for long streams. So get ready. You're gonna get 3 hours of tanning. You could put a small group of rats on the ship that there's a bunch of mimics trained by the captain. Oh, that would have been so good! Oh, could I still do that? Because they have explored the hold. The thing is that they've done a lot of detecting on the ship so far. So they have done detect good and evil, detect detect magic. So I think because they have done, what's the other one? Detect. There's one that detects aberrations and monstrosities, and I think that mimics fall under monstrosities. So they will already know that there's no mimics on ship. I'm not up to date on large aquatic monstrosities, but I could put an idea together. I would love that. Dragon turtles could make sense for the island disappearing. Ooh, dragon turtles. I'm gonna have to remember that. Dragon turtles is interesting. Are they malevolent? Are they evil creatures? Because they sound quite nice. I don't remember every D&D monster out there. They had an aboleth. The aboleth is gone now. I might make it appear one more time, but it's not gonna attack them. I played the bloop sound. If you guys don't know, the bloop is like a SCP or something. It's like Bigfoot, where it's just a bunch of underwater creature sounds that the scientists didn't have explanations for. So people got together and they called it the bloop, and they made it a monster. So I played those sounds when having the aboleth attack them, and it was scary. They were thoroughly scared. I do a lot of theatrics in my D&D. I love doing, how do you say, more manual stuff. I like doing actions in real life. So for this horror campaign, the things I've done so far is, of course, I've turned off all the lights and left them in total darkness. I've made everybody exit a room and then just screamed at the player to tell them that they heard screams in the middle of the night. I've smeared fake blood all over myself when I was playing a character that was coughing up blood. I've dipped my hand in ice water and touched their arms or their shoulders and all that. With permission, of course. Always ask permission and make sure that you don't do that to a singular player alone. I've asked permission. Like, sometimes I'll push their chair, sometimes I'll rattle the chairs a little bit, just to add a little bit more atmosphere. There was one time I wanted to use a fog machine, but I accidentally set fire to the fog machine, so I couldn't use it. That's a different story. Think of the lion turtle from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but make it a snapping turtle. Not evil, but they do nom on ships. Ah, that's good. It's good. I could give one of them at least knowledge about it. Make them see this gigantic island, think that, oh, that's the evil place, when no, it disappears. I like that. A lot of it is making them paranoid as well, right? A lot of it is making them doubt the things they've seen. For example, sorry, I had to grab a thing that fell down. For example, they had this passenger on ship that has just mysteriously disappeared. And everybody says that they don't remember who they are and they don't remember them being around. But the crew remember, but they remember. And now it's just a paranoia of like, did they ever exist? And I think they have found out that one of the people has assassinated them. But it's still not very clear. It's kind of like, are they telling the truth or is this being made up? On ads, did they follow? And ads. Yeah, ads. That's my roll of dice. You got an 11. You just barely are able to make it to your device, whatever you're using to watch the stream, and it is just functioning average. You get an average Wi-Fi. Hello Dean. Hello, how are you? So I use that for the ad gods. Why did they do this to me? I'm sorry. I use the dice for D&D with chat. I do run D&D games with chat, and the dice is for chat to roll whenever there's decisions to be made. But I do leave it up on normal streams as well, because it's just fun to see. Yeet got 15. Today Yeet slides into the DMs. Not the DMs, the stream M's. the stream smoothly and cleverly. Without any problem, you make a grand entrance inside. That's what a 15 nets you. Hang on, let me finish up this little strand here. Bothering me. I'm casting fireball. What's I only follow bottom's AC. That's the thing though. You gotta stop fireballing my chat. Counter spell, save my chat. Save my chat from the wrath of all the fireballs. Nearly done with this singular eye. Oops. Okay. How's it look? I still have to do the top part, of course, and there's gonna be some stuff that goes over here. So the first critter I would check would be the Akai. The Akai wouldn't be too hard to explain. Essentially, an ancient giant red manta ray that's an elemental the size of an island. Doesn't have to be spooky. Just the idea that something big is alive. Yeah, that's, you got it right. I want them to feel small. I want them to feel like no matter how geared up they are, there are things out there that they can't really fight. At least at this moment. And being at sea should be a bit of a suffocating experience. It should be scary. And I love the idea of something big that's just around them. Did anybody stream lag or is it just me? Is the stream lagging? Please let me know. So how's the eye? Better? There's gonna be some more colors that come into play here and there. I think this is alright. I wanna finish, no matter what happens today, what I want to do is by this week get all of the stitching for Lulu done, so that I can move on to things like the hair and the body and all that fun stuff. But yeah, we're at least gonna try and get the whites of both eyes finished this stream. And I might just continue stitching up more tomorrow. Stitch binge. Have only a player see it, and when they try to ask why the crew just says stuff, there's no island like this around that parts. I love it. You've read my mind, Yvonne. Wait, the eyes, in the eyes at the top, why it looks like white diagonal lines? Hang on, let me finish this stitch and I'll show it to you. I think I know what you're talking about. So I've added in a bit of light. So from far away, it'll look like there is a bit of light reflecting in the eyes, because there are bits of light that reflect in our eyes from far away. And when I add the lashes, I think it will look a bit better as well. I still have Doom in my back pocket. If you don't know what Doom does, it summons a black hole which will kill me in the process of killing my opponents. Please don't take yourself down with your opponents. Please don't take people down. Don't black hole the chat. Say you can still make it. You don't need to resort to such tactics. It always looks better from far away. When it's too close, you see all the tiny details. Yeah, I love doing VTuber eyes. I need to do Jiggy's eyes. Jiggy has cursed me, by the way. Every time I try and do his plushie, something goes wrong on stream. So I hope in showing this it doesn't go wrong, but also that when we do him in the coming stream, everything goes fine for that stream, because I really want to finish him out. He's a bit of a simpler plushie in terms of eye detail, which I really want to get to. But yes, that's Jiggy. That's the other VTuber right there. You actually know what? My fireball is actually pointed at my feet. Oh no, not the feet! How will you sell feet pictures now? In my back pocket, I hold the ultimate defense. In my pocket, I hold pocket sand. I have pocket sand with me. I'm gonna blind all of you. You can't throw the fireball if you can't see. We already settled the fireball fiasco. Oh, my fault. It's okay. We can retroactively say I only follow has gotten their feet burned, and now their career as a foot model is down the drain. What can they do? Oh, for those who don't know, by the way, is it this one? No, that's not it. It's a different stream. I just want to show off. For those who might be new in chat, I always do this because I'm a narcissist. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah. Oh wait, no, this isn't the final one. Hang on. Let me find the latest one. Where is it? Did I accidentally save over it? Oh wait, here it is. There we are. There you go. I just want to show off the plushies I've done before, to prove that I do plushies. I have created plushies before, and I will continue creating the plushies now. So this is my past plushie list. And I'm doing more plushies. I'm doing Jiggy and Kuromiya. And plushie list 2 is in the works. I'm still waiting on some commissions to come through, some proposals to happen. As a reminder, if you want a plushie of yourself, or if you want a plushie of your Oshi or a VTuber you really love, please get their permission. Attendees commissions are still open. There are still 3 slots left, soon to be 2, depending on whether somebody gets back to me. I'm really excited for it. I've seen their VTuber avatar and I'm really hopeful that they accept the proposal I have and we can get started on making their commission in the coming month. My opponent cannot defeat me if I defeat myself first. I want to get a plushie but it costs a lot. I see. Always put yourself first. Should I follow those people? It's up to you. It's entirely up. Oh wait. You can follow Crony. Crony definitely. You can't follow Nita. Nita would stomp on you. I don't know her too well, but from what I see, she would stomp on you. So, different crowd. You can follow Nabe. Crony and Nabe, they're really the two that fit you the best. The rest, up to your discretion. Is it US shipping? So, I'm not in the US. I'm in the post-apocalypse, but the post-apocalypse just doesn't happen to be in the US part of the world. I'm technically in a different dimension, but it's not US shipping. I do ship to the US, but it is more expensive now because of everything that's going on. Prices are listed there. I'm sorry, let me drink a bit of water. Let me explain some of the plushies after drinking some water. So, first thing I want to say is, please, always take care of yourself. If you cannot afford a plushie now, that's more than okay. You should always put yourself first and make sure that you are taken care of. That's what I want to emphasize. I'm very grateful for those people who do get a plushie from me, but please don't push yourself if you can't, alright? That being said, I do have options for cheaper plushies. It still does cost a bit, I will say, just to be very blunt. So if you just want the head of your plushie, it is only, I think, 100 USD just for the head and the hair, and now I'll just stitch up the bottom so it will be like a little Zoom that just sits on its own. Also, I am planning to do tiny plushies at some point. I haven't started on them yet. I still need to prototype them, but I do want to do tiny plushies. I don't know how much those will cost, but I'm going to say maybe 50 USD base price. I don't know yet. I still need to get the materials. I need to prototype them. I might do miniature heads as well, which will be cheaper as well if you're looking for that kind of thing. I know it sounds like a sales pitch right now, but I'm just letting you know of your options. I'm curious, if you live in a dimension and I live in a completely different place, then is it possible for shipping? Yes, the shippers are the shippers. The shipping people are quite good at their job. So I am still able to ship out all the way to other dimensions, but it can be a little bit expensive. So shipping prices are not are listed there. So please look at it and figure out which part of the world you're in and whether all proposals on VGen will include shipping. So you'll lock in the shipping price as is now, and if there's any changes, I will always let you know. But yeah, there are cheaper options, and this is to tell you that there are options, not to pitch you on definitely commissioning a plush. I just want to let you know that if you are interested in a plushie, there's more options coming along the way that should be a bit more affordable for smaller toys and all those sort of things. Besides all of that, prices are listed as follows in the VGen. And you will be part of my plushie list number 2 if you do come and commission 10. Let me bring up plushie list number 2. So this is plushie list number 2. This is plushie list number 2. If it will show up, yeah. So it would be a mid next month thing for sure. I love to order one for my friend who's a silly ram girl. What's going on now is so I do have somebody that I'm still talking to that is asking for commission slot 1, which is this month. If you want a plushie, it can be done. I would say either you come in now and you get the slot first, and I can talk to the other person. If you haven't, oh my voice, where's my voice going? Actually, no, what am I saying? I'm trying to sort out business on stream. That's not what I should do. If you want to commission a plushie, please message me on VGen and I'll try and sort one out for you. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be trying to sort it out on stream right now. My mind's in a tizzy. Oh yeah, these are the commission slots that are open. Some of the things are taken already by VTubers that I want to create commissions of no matter what. But yeah, please let me know. Or, if you're interested, send me a message. We can discuss stuff. I want to try and fit you guys' budgets, and of course get a plushie out to you in a timely manner. I will mostly do them on stream as well, like this. If you don't mind, there is an option if you guys don't want plushies to be done on stream for it to be taken offline. It's more than fine. But progress might be a little bit slower because I will be streaming the ones on stream. I'm sorry, I sound like such a business person right now. I make plushies for fun. I make plushies for people. I love making plushies. And it does help me eat. Commissioning plushies does help Tene eat and afford to do other plushies as well. So thank you if you do choose to commission. But again, please take care of yourself. Please always take care of yourself. Make sure you are alright. Yes. I think the whole thing is cute. Thank you. I think plushies are really cute too, and I love making them. I don't have any to show off now because most of them have gone to storage or they've been sent off to their homes. A lot of them have managed to reach their home destination. Some of them we are still waiting for shipping to sort out properly before it gets sent over. But yeah, if you want to get one for your friend, I'd be more than happy to do it. The only thing is, if it's a surprise though, then I wouldn't. Do you want me to tag them? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm getting back into business talk. Sorry. Message me on VGen. We'll sort it out there. Sorry, I got excited. I get excited to do plushies. I get excited when people want me to do plushies. I will complain about doing them like I'll complain about why are Lucien's eyes so detailed? Why are her eyes so... Look at this. This was pain. Yay, YouTube is back for me. Yay! This is pain, but I love doing it. I suffer from my art. I will complain about plushie. I'll complain that they're too beautiful. Because beauty is hard to capture, you know. Beauty isn't easy to do. I think all VTuber designs are really pretty. As long as you love the VTuber design, then it is a beautiful thing. But why? Why do you make your design so detailed? I will still make them into a plushie. But come on, give Tenny a break. I've seen some VTuber designs that I'm afraid of. I look at them and I think, oh, I really want to do a plushie of them, but I'm so scared. That's why I felt with the ultimate zombie design for the crony that I did. It was so much work, but I'm so proud of how it came out. I will brag about it a little bit. Also, one thing I do, or I try to do, is that if you are a VTuber and I do make your plushie, I will always ask, would you be okay with coming on for the final stream of your plushie? And just, you know, what I've done with people like Nave and Mise and Blanket is on the final plushie stream where their plushie is made, I get them on and I just do a sort of interview for them. I ask about how they became a VTuber, or how they became an artist, or what's the story behind their model, and you know what they think of the plushie. Is it okay, and all of that. And it's just good to give people a little bit of a shout out. I'm gonna try and do that more with the VTubers that I make plushies of. Congrats on making the eyes so pretty. I don't even have fabric and cloth. Go and get some, nerd. Go and get some and start stitching. Embroidery isn't difficult to learn. It's just tedious to do. But try it out. You might find yourself enjoying it. It is very relaxing. As much as I like complaining about it, that's just because I like to complain. But I do love making plushies, and I do love having this hobby. Yeah, when the threads get really thick, you gotta push a little harder. Everybody is capable of making pretty plushies. I fully believe that. So I want everyone to make pretty plushies so that there's more plushies in the world. I hope one day I'll have a plushie of myself as well that people will want. That's one of my dreams as a VTuber. My first dream is to make this sustainable. to be able to not worry about bills so much while doing this is a pretty good goal, I guess. But my second dream is to have a plushie, and my third dream is to have a figurine. I really want a figurine of myself. Have you guys thought about it? Whether you're a VTuber or not, like having a figurine of yourself is kind of awesome. People can just have you in their homes, and you can look. Most of them look really cool. And I'm not cool, so I would like a figurine that makes me look cool. I already love embroidery, like I said last time. Also, everyone's skill. If you don't think you have a skill, you probably don't even realize it yet. Yeah, you're correct, nerd. Everyone has a skill. Talent is a starting point, but it should never be the be-all end-all that determines whether people pursue their passions. You can always get good at something. Just get good. You get good at something, and then just do it. Just do it until you're really good at it. But yeah, embroidery is not too hard actually. Once you learn a couple of stitches, it's actually not that hard to do. Hello, kawaii. Hello. How are you? We're just stitching today. My fingers hurt a little bit from pushing the needle, but it's okay. Hello, kawaii. Would you like a figurine of yourself one day? I'm not offering. I'm just asking as a because it's my dream one day to have a proper Tenny figurine. I want merch that people can get, and I hope that people will enjoy the merch. And also, figurines just look really cool. Even if you're not a cool person like Tenny, you can get a really cool figurine so people can think you're cool. I am good. That's good. No, you are kawaii. Job. Get a job and then get a figurine. Currently dying because reading through the options and I see booty. Do I have? No, I don't. I don't have a booty. I don't have a booty plush with me right now. I've sent Nabe away. Also, okay. How do I say this without coming off weird? So, my plushies do have a booty option. If you want to add a butt onto your plushies, you can let me know, and it's free. The butt is free, so you can give your plushies a little bit of a plumpness if you want. The second thing that is not in the options yet, because I've only recently learned how to do it, is so I've I can do plushie boobs now. I learned how to create plushie boobs. I prototyped it and I made it. So now if your plushie is of a busty essence, that is also an option. I haven't gotten around to adding it into the list of options, but it is now available. If you want your plushie to have a cleavage, you can. You can. Okay. Yes, we must calm down. Thank you for the hydrate bottle. So yes, you can now order busty plushies from Tene. If you're unsure about the plushie as well, you can just message me on VGen beforehand. We can discuss it. I can let you know roughly what prices will be for it and stuff. But we'll always try and work within your budget. If you want the embroidered eyes like this, it does cost a little bit more because it takes more effort and more material. So you can see that, yeah, there's an option to have non-embroidered eyes. So I'll just cut out like the shape of the eye and paste and sew that down. Tene sells free stuff just for the low price of $0. You can get free carbon dioxide. Shipping is free too, and if you order it instantly, it is in front of you. You should be a salesperson, IPA. I like that. That's how I can get my good reviews on VGen. Posture, yes, kawaii. Thank you. I will stop straight. If you want, by the way, to see the plushies I've done, you can play the plushie roulette. It's a redeem, and it shows random plushies on my head. One of these plushies does have the cleavage technology that I've added. So you can see I'm kind of proud. I'm kind of proud with how the plushie boob technology came out. It came out really well, actually. It's a convincing cleavage. But if I do cleavage, I must say I will probably sew the clothing down so that people don't be pervs. If it's a booty, then clothing being sewn down is optional. Tangling again, a string coming fourth dimensional. Also, I love Ram Vtubers. They're so cute and fluffy and soft and squishy. So they make excellent plushies. Actually, Lucien's a sheep. She's a sheep VTuber, so she's my first sheep. I was gonna say you would be my first ram VTuber, but I don't know if a ram and sheep fall under the same family. I can't wait to do her horns though. With this new plushie boob tech, you can make all of your plushie toys busty. It's true. I love that emote. Can I show off the plushie boob technology? I don't have a picture of it. Actually, I could quickly look. It's a personal plushie that I made for somebody, so I'm not gonna show the full thing. But let me see if I can find like a screenshot of it so you guys can see what plushie boob technology looks like. Oh, please, how do I show it and also make sure that Twitch doesn't kill me, that Twitch doesn't come on and say like, what are you doing? You said boob too many times. We gotta ban you from Twitch now. Okay, I'm looking for the picture. Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit to find the picture. Oh, okay. I think I found a prototype of it. This is one that shows it off quite well. Let me just crop it for you guys. Let's save that. Close this out. The VGen name will be the same, so I look forward to talking to you about it off stream. The Rams are male sheep, but she likes Rams, so it's complicated. You know what? Good for her. She can like Rams and be a Ram and still be a female sheep if she wants to be. It's more than fun. But hang on, let me show you what plushie boob technology looks like. We're gonna halt the stream just for this. I need to crop it first though, because the face is in the picture. Okay. I could blur the face. It's loading really slowly. Let's thread my needle while we wait for boobs to load. For booba. Hang on. Let me just get this through the needle first. I promise you plushie boobs. I will get you plushie boobs. Alright. I'm gonna save that. And I will show you what plushie booba looks like. Okay. Okay, this is a cropped version of the plushie, so you don't see the face. This is what I managed to do. I managed to come up with booba technology. This was in the middle of the prototyping, so the bear. But rest assured, she was clothed properly and sent off decently. But yes, plushie boob technology exists. The way I did it was to take plushie butt technology and just reverse it. Reverse plushie butt technology, and you know, boobs are just front butts. Boobs are just butts on your chest. Twitch, please don't demonetize me. Yes. That's all I get. That's all I get. No more boobs on screen. It's all the boobs you're ever gonna see on this channel. But yes, plushie boob technology is amazing. Alright, let me sew this up. I know it looks like a mess. In truth, I could make this look neater, but there's no point because it's gonna be covered up anyway. I try to keep all the messy bits on the inside of the plushie. From all your plushie making, what's the hardest plushie you've ever made? It was... I'd say it's definitely Necronival's plushie, because that had the most parts. It was from his Ultimate Zombie design. It's one of the earliest plushies I've made. And it was difficult just because it had the most parts to it. And I tried to use special cloth for it. What I mean is that I tried to use a bit of a satiny material for it. And satin is not very good for plushies because it tends to fray a lot. Felt, which is what all my plushies are made of, is very forgiving. It is very open to you messing up. You can mess up a lot of felt and it's not going to fray. It's not going to become various strands. It's not going to tear and be completely unfixable. So felt is very, very forgiving and very, very nice. Whereas Saturn, you gotta get it right the first time or it is not gonna forgive you at all. Literally me messaging my friend right now, I'm going to turn you to plushie. Are you okay with it being streamed? This plushie will come. Plushie boob and booty technology. I will do my best. I will do my best. I will also try not to get demonetized. Is your friend okay with the plushie version of their... Oh, it sounds weird. Is your friend okay with that plushie version being there on stream? Is that the right word to say? I want to be respectful of all the VTubers that I do. And if there are parts that you think are better done off stream, I will respect that. I will do my best to ensure that it is met. Because I want all of you to be alright and to be safe. I'll message you about the dates. It's a bit weird now because there is somebody else that is also messaging me, so they might get first slot because I'll go by first come first serve. But I'll let you know the dates and how they all sort out. Okay. Business talk over. Go back into streamer mode. Don't idea what streamer mode is. Probably crashing. Itu. I'm glad to meet so many cool streamers, by the way, just by making their plushies. And I do want to let if you are open to it, you can let your friend know as well that if they're open to it, I will be more than happy, of course, after just checking them out, because I gotta do due diligence just to check out people before inviting them on stream. If they like, they can come on for the final stream where I make their plushie, and I can just give them a quick little interview about, you know, how they became a VTuber and all that. She wakes up after details when you made the message late. Okay. It's late for me, so after this I might go to sleep. You might hear from me tomorrow. I want a custom plushie, but I don't have any OCs. Oh, kawaii. Are there any VTubers that you want to make a plushie of? Or if you have, you know, if it's your own character that you feel personified by, then feel free to ask me. I'm not sure about TV show people. I think it's fine if you ask for a plushie made from a TV show character. I think that's okay. I think it's protected under certain laws. But I will check as well. If you want a plushie of something custom, it doesn't always have to be an OC. It can be just somebody that you really, really admire. If it is a VTuber, please remember to ask permission, of course, because I don't want to step on any VTuber toes. But I'm excited. I'm excited to do more plushies of people and to have more cozy streams with you guys. I love coming on streams and just chatting with you guys while I do plushies. I might not always be the fastest at doing plushies on stream. I do a lot of work off stream, but it's really fun just to enjoy the time here. I just realized I haven't slept in 24. I'll go and sleep, Yeet. Yeet, please go and sleep. Please take care of yourself. But thank you for dropping by the stream, even in your sleeplessness. But please go and rest. Go and take care of yourself. And then you can throw more fireballs when you've recovered all your spell slots. So yeah, things like stitching, they take a bit of time. Hopefully by next stream, I'm gonna aim to have all of this. You won't see all of it on stream because inevitably there's stuff that happens off stream. I know it's weird to see stuff happen off stream. Well, to not see stuff happen off stream. But what I'm gonna do is I will probably finish the lashes and the eyebrows and the mouth off stream. I'll clean her up a bit so you won't see all these pencil markings. And then by the time we come back next, we'll be doing the head and the hair. I wish to sleep, but body says no. Maybe you should get some sleeping medication. Or You know, at least lie down and close your eyes. That's the advice I was given, is that even if you can't sleep, at least rest. So lie down, close your eyes. You don't have to sleep. You could listen to a video, you could be just lying down. Just lie down. At least the body rests a bit, even if you can't get your mind to settle. And who knows, you might fall asleep eventually. Laughs in Warlock because I get spells back in short rest. Cries in Warlocks because I have almost no spell slots to get back. The trick is to be a wizard and to be an elf, because they get long rests in short rests in 4 hours instead of 8 hours, and most short rests are 3 to 4 hours. So it's a long rest for you, and you get all the wizarding spells, even though they are weaker than a warlock. I wish warlock was more powerful, but they're really good when multi-class with other classes. So there's that. More tips and tricks for building out really strong player characters. Just go Monster Hunter. If your DM is new, I don't know how many of you know the story, but Monster Hunters, not the subclass, but the new class from Grim Hollow. Oh well, it's not new, it's been around for a while. Monster Hunters from Grim Hollow are very, very broken. If you are a game master and you're running a game and your player asks, can I play a Monster Hunter? You say no. You remember what Teddy told you? You look that player in the eye and you break their hearts. You break their hearts right there and then and say, no, you cannot play a Monster Hunter. And if you're a player, go up to your GM and ask if you can play a Monster Hunter. And just assure them it's just a better fighter. It's not, I just want to be part of a Monster Hunting guild. There's nothing game breaking about it. And then watch them cry as you kill all of their high level combat in less than 2 rounds. But you are weak against spellcasters, I should say. I always make good utility warlock characters because they have access to a lot of handy skills. You're more... Do you like support? Support bases more rather than DPS. Like uplifting your fellow players. That's quite good. You always need somebody that can bring help to other people. Bring help to those who are just fighty, shooty. By the way, finger guns, another really, really good spell. It's not from the main book. I can't remember where it's from, but finger guns is a very good cantrip, and it's a bonus action. So after you cast your spell, you can always cast an additional finger guns. It's knotted a bit. Let me just pull it off, tighten it up a little bit. It's coming a bit out of the frame, so I'm going to just readjust the frame around it and pull it tight again to make sure that all the strings are tightly woven. And for the ones that are not, I will sew them down again. Great old one, because I just want to know more sleeve facts from the Tentacle Grandpa. And unlimited rituals, my shadow book. I like great old one as well. There was once I was a warlock that was imparted to Seth, the evil snake god. And I think I played great old one. He is more fiend focused, I think, but I played great old one for the spells, and technically he is considered ancient enough to be old one. So you can put the gods under various different categories. You don't always need to stick with a category. Just ones that make sense. Yeah. Let me finish up the eye a little bit more here. I love it whenever you get to commune with the your patron in D&D, because it's really fun to see what the DM comes up with. I don't like to do it when people commune to me, because now I have to figure out what the ancient god is gonna say. But as a player, very fun. Very fun as a player to try and figure out what the god wants from you. Okay, let's finish off this one, and then we'll switch to gray. We'll get a nice gray going on. Gray O1 I feel gives you neat options, because even the world tree technically could be possible. That's true. That's true. You can pick any ancient god with gray O1, and it's really, really fun. Hang on, let me sort out some thread. You can see the tangle of thread I'm trying to sort through off screen. Just too much thread. Too much thread, too much wind being blown around here. Alright. Sort of have it. I'm gonna just sort of wind it around. It'll be messy, but it won't be my problem until the future. Future Tenny will have to deal with this mess. As long as whoever you're talking to isn't weird about it and your Google Translate mind. Oh. Yeah. Hang on, let me get out my box. My box of threads. It's very messy on this side. It's more organized on the other side. But let me pick out a nice gray for her eyes. I'm going to pick out this one, which is going to be the layer that goes in between, but we need a nice dark gray. I think this is the best. There's also this one. I think it's a bit too dark. My one weakness with this is that there's a lot of color matching to do with VTuber eyes. And I have a lot of thread, but not all of them are exact to the VTuber eye colors. So it's just about finding what's closest and trying to match the shades correctly. Where's my needle? Okay, see ya. Stab like it. Oh, I should check, by the way. I want to see if sometimes Lucien streams when I do. We have similar streaming times. So later on, if she's around, I might raid her. Is she on today? We're gonna finish the eyes though. We're not heading off yet. Also, you gotta contend whenever I'm doing VTubers, you're gonna get stabbed a lot. you're gonna get pin cushions quite a bit. Oh, she's not on today. I thought she would be on today. Oh, she's not. That's okay. Let's get to work on the gray. Hang on, let me just check something. Oops. Sorry, hit the mic. Sorry, missed the mic. Da 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 da. Oh, she's really not streaming today. Okay. I guess I saw it wrongly. I thought I saw something about it, but I guess I'm blind. Okay. I'm back. My hands are moving again. Separating out these threads. It's weird to think that when I first started making plushies, I just wanted to make them for really pretty people, and now I get to continue making them for really pretty people with with other pretty people watching, and I get to open commissions for them and all, and I'm just really happy. Hang on, I'll be happier if I can thread this needle, but it's not coming through. Yup. Okay, there we go. Got it. Just wrap around, little noose at the back. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do the grays over here, and then later on we'll cut through it with the red. There's not much gray. Yeah, there's no gray in here, so we're only gonna do the grays here. Also, yeah, okay, it's fine. Neiloni, have you really never played D&D before? Cause you're so knowledgeable about it. You sure have an eye for that eye. A little bit about Lucien. She has been really nice about helping Tenny figure out some stuff about VTubing and getting started on games and stuff everywhere. So I want to do a plushie because I really like her design, and also she's just a very nice and caring, calm person. Very funny as well. A grand total of 2 D&D. I've never played, but I made 15 characters and helped online friends with ideas and encounters. Oh, what? If you don't mind me asking, how come you don't join them for the D&D? Since you're already helping them? Or would you consider becoming a DM yourself? I play a grand total of 2 D&D sessions. I'll DM the total of 2 D&D sessions. Nothing wrong with that. There are a lot of 2-shots out there. I always encourage people, try 1-shots, try 3 shots to get a feel of what you like in D&D, and then when you're ready and if you have the time and the energy, go for a long campaign and get yourself fully invested into a character. Long campaigns are awesome. They take a lot of time, but you get so attached to characters and you see them all the way through to the end. Feels really good. I'm not gonna bring this all the way to the eye end because there are later on the lash is gonna come out here. These games for IRL meetups, you haven't gotten to try an online game yet. I see. Would you ever consider online? Or how many of you would consider online D&D games? They are a little bit different than meetups. I do prefer physical meetup games because, being able to move and gesture and talk to people face to face. I'm very socially anxious usually, but when I'm being a DM, suddenly a lot of that goes away. And I think it's just because I'm so excited to tell a story with everyone and get them into D&D that I'm not worried about what people think of me as much, as long as they look like they're having a good time. Absolutely, because I hate leaving my house. I understand. Leaving the house is scary. But I hope you are able to find a good online D&D group, and you can put all of your good ideas to use, because you got great ideas. And it's a shame that you don't get to play all the characters that you create. I bet you'd be awesome at it. I mean, we're gonna play our next session somewhere in June. Oh, it's ongoing, kawaii. That's so fun. That's good though. Keep scheduling them. Keep scheduling them. Keep going for them. It's awesome that you have a group that has a schedule. Most D&D games don't have proper schedules, unfortunately. I'm glad the internet exists, because now people who have anxieties or people who didn't think that they would meet friends are able to meet them online and play games online. And yeah, it's got its faults. It's the internet. Of course, it's got stuff that's not so great about it. But without the internet, I wouldn't have met some of my best friends, and I wouldn't have met all of you guys. I have chaotic good ideas with minor dips into true chaotic neutral. If you are a beginner though, I would say go chaotic good is alright. Yeah. Chaotic neutral is a bit harder to play because you don't really know where the lines are drawn because some GMs you need to get a feel for them first before you go full chaotic neutral, and after you've played a few sessions you are more aware of like what is the boundaries of chaotic neutral. But it's good that you already have a character in mind with the alignments. And also alignments are just a guide, if halfway through the campaign your character decides to be more good, then go with that. I don't think there are many DMs that are very strict on that. There are some DMs that are a bit stricter on alignments and all that, and they come into play in certain scenarios, but not as many anymore. This side is a bit longer than this side, so I'm gonna add one more thread over here just to lengthen it out. Actually, I might not have to, because I could always bring in this line a bit more. I'm playing a Wood Elf, Circle of the Land Druid. Oh, that's a good one. Wood Elf Druid. What do they like? Tell me more about them. I'm good by nature because I want to be helpful, but out of curiosity might be inclined to see how far something would fall. Yeah, I say play characters that are closer to who you are first, and then once you get a hang of it into role-playing, once you understand that there's like a separation, you can start exploring with evil characters or characters that are very different from you. Half the fun is exploring characters that you wouldn't normally, that are different from who you are in real life. Half the fun is figuring out how to play them and what their stories are like. Okay, now we're gonna do the little line that goes in. I don't know if I've cut off enough, but I've just estimated. Based off the estimated, we will see. Also, I don't know who we're gonna raid later on. Probably once I finish this part of the eye, we'll raid someone. I just wanted to finish the entire internals of the eye today. I'm good at getting into mindsets, but I never enjoy an evil character. Yeah, sometimes evil characters are hard to play for people. Others really love them. It depends on the person, really. It's good that you know your boundaries and where they lie. Who is up today? You raided Rio recently. I think it's good we try to raid someone new. I'm looking at it, but we're not raiding yet. I just want to get a lay of the land. See who's up, see who's Adam. I know Nabe is on right now as well. There's a lot of people in the makers category. Okay, I'll look at it again afterwards. Just to see who is Who's up and around? Okay. Our last session, I hit my head on the ceiling a lot because we were in a gnome city or something, and the ceiling's only 10 centimeters above my head. Oh no! Is your character's head alright? Did they get any damage from that? Ito. For me, my line of evil is senseless suffering. And I don't need that even from my enemies. Never play Strat. Never play Strat. Strat can be a game that pushes you a bit far when it comes to... Well, it depends on your game master, you know? But Strat is a very heavy game. If you don't like that kind of idea of senseless suffering, unless you want to play a good character that's always opposed against Strat, that's fine. But Strat is a game that tries to delve into like deeper psychological stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. It can be fun. But if it's outside of your boundaries of comfort, then yeah, don't play Strat. Strat not the best game to start off with. Look for modules. If you're looking for online modules, Neovoni, consider beginner modules like... Okay, consider one-shots first just to get into it. Even though you have this great knowledge of D&D and it's amazing, it might help just to get into a beginner session just to refresh. But also consider Lost Mines of Fendelver, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. Dragons of Stormwreck Isle is really good as a short session. What else is there? You could also play Icespire Peak is a bit long. Usually, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle and Lost Mines are the two good campaigns to start off with. And then when you're ready to get into like deeper stuff, you can see where your interests lie. They're alright. They did get caught in some slime and I couldn't escape it for the duration of the entire fight. Oh. I imagine your companions had to free you? They did free you, right? You're not still trapped in the slime somewhere waiting for someone to help. Oh, that sucks. Sorry you couldn't get into the rest of the fight. It is funny though. It's a good funny moment. I mean, in my own personal actions, I'm okay with dark themes and such, but I don't personally choose options that will make something feel bad for no reason. I see. It's good to know the boundaries, good to know the limits. Strat is unique though. A lot of people are really into the horror elements, but they don't... A lot of GMs, the ones that I am working with, they like playing it more dark and psychological. Or they make it very Monster House, which is also fun. Here's the thing, one of our players decided he don't like D&D, he knows only DPS. Oh no. Time for someone to step up. Have you considered... Hello Kawaii, have you met Neovoni? So since I was stuck, only the bar was fighting. Oh no. Well, I mean, you're looking for a player, right? And Neovoni is a potential player? In introductions? No pressure. He managed. I hope you managed to find somebody to come in and replace your DPS. I love getting two of the same ad in a row. I'm sorry, I don't got the ads. What was it? What has the little government agent listening to you decided to play for you? Almost done. I'm gonna finish up. I'm gonna make this a bit thicker because it is a relatively thicker line that goes through. It's not so thin. We play on paper though, and in Polish. Ah, I see. I got some friends who are from Poland. The Polish language, yeah, the Polish accent is very pretty. I like listening to it when they speak in English. I don't understand what they're saying in Polish, but I like hearing their voice in English. I put turbo in the tank to run away from the hats. Hang on, let me finish up this little part and then we'll move on to the next eye. And then I think we'll be done for the day. There we go. Okay, one more strand over here. Yeah. And then we'll just tie it off. I might host a sewing class one day for you guys. Well, how would that feel? I just come on stream and I teach you a bunch of stuff to sew. It'll take like 2 minutes and then I won't know what to teach you guys anymore. Thank you for saying it's a pretty accent, cause I hope you can see the beauty in it one day, cause I think I like it. It's very fairy tale-esque. I like listening to the Polish accent from my friend. I'm sure you got a pretty voice, Kawaii. We're reaching the end soon. We managed to go on for 3 hours, which is good. I'm trying to build up stamina for longer streams so I can yap longer with all of you guys and do more plushie stuff with you guys. And this, like I said, this week is gonna be very, very plushie filled. I'm still debating if the week after will be as just plushie filled. I'm kind of rushing it a bit because I will be having to do a bit of relocation soon. And I want to do as much as I can in a familiar environment first. Because once I move, then things are gonna get weird. So I'm doing as much as I can now for you guys. Alright, let's finish off this night. It's only gonna get messier once we do the lashes. Where is it? There's the needle. Many people told me they like my voice and accent, so I'm a little more confident now. That's good. That's good. Good. Be confident. We all got good traits, I'm gonna say. Sorry, I'm a bit locked in on this because we are trying to finish final parts of this at the end. Yep, my needle stuck. But yes, please embrace the parts of yourself. I used to think that my voice was also not good, but a lot of people, Vtubers, people who just come on stream, they've all been very, very nice. They come on here and they tell me that my voice is nice to listen to, or that they enjoy my voice, which has also given me a little bit of confidence. I used to not really like my voice. It's still the part of me I wish I could probably change the most, but I like it a little more now because people have said that they like it as well. So if so many people can say that they enjoy my voice and that it helps them rest and go to sleep and all those sorts of things, then I can like it a little bit more myself. Okay, gonna add in a little bit more as the final thread, and then we're gonna pick someone to raid. And it was a really, really fun time today getting to talk to you guys about D&D and stuff. I'm trying to find more topics to talk about when I sew? I think D&D is the main one because I love it so much. And there's always so much to talk about D&D and so many exciting stories to share with you guys and let you know how my players are doing and all the things that they get up to. I want to try and find more topics to talk about, like maybe cartoons. Or what other hobbies do I have? I do cosplay. I do a bit of cosplay, but it's a bit hard to talk about that on stream without showing stuff. And, you know, dice. I do a bit of dice making as well. But most of the time I like to game. Okay. Okay, final strings, guys. Then we gotta pick somebody to raid. I don't know who. I love meeting cosplayers and conventions. Me too. So I love meeting the ones that make their own outfits, cause they get to cosplay stuff that you don't see very often. I once met somebody cosplaying as what's the guy's name from Arcane? The one with the robot limbs, and then he became a spiritual thing. I don't follow League of Legends very closely. I saw Arcane. It was fun. It was good. Yeah, I don't remember any of the characters nor their names because my memory is really bad. Alright, one more thread here, and I think that'll be it. Victor? I think so. I think it's Victor. I saw somebody cosplay a Victor, and it was really good because they made the staff themselves, they made the robes themselves, and of course their makeup was really fun. And it was nice talking to them, like, oh, how do you make this? How do you get that done? They told me the staff was actually made out of a broom handle, which was awesome. I'm getting a little bit sniffly. It's very late in the night. I want to do streams a bit earlier in the day as well, so that we don't get so many late night streams and I get to talk to more people. Also added some neat photography art channel, including a super cool picture I made of crystals and luces. I'm a bit tired, so after this stream, what I'll do is I'll probably rest. But rest assured, I will see your stuff by tomorrow at least. So please don't worry if you don't see me comment or react to it today, but I will get to it. Excuse me. A little bit sniffly. It's probably because it's late. But we'll call it here for today. And this is what we managed to do. Ta-da! It's still not fully complete. We still need to do the lashes and we need to do the under eye as well. Oh, it's not her yet. I can see glimpses of her looking back at me, but I don't see Lucien just yet. I'll need to do a little bit more to make her really shine through. Especially in the eye shape. I think it's very important, the lashes at the bottom. They really make her face. But we'll get there. We'll see her soon. As of now, let's go and raid someone. And think of a good raid message. Think of a really good raid message. I'm so sniffly. While I look at people. I look at people that we could raid. Some are playing Subnautica. Someone's doing crochet. Valorant, making a blanket, Reels online, Reels really fun. There's repo going on. There's a lot of cool VTubers out today. We were drawn in by the threads of fate. Ah, I like that. That's a good. Let's use that one. Let's use we were drawn in by the threads of fate. It makes me sound way cooler than than you guys know that I am. I'm just trying to see who should we raid. A bunch of really cool VTubers that are out today. I don't really know. I don't really know who to drop in on. Oh, there's someone playing Paralives. Let's rate them. I think Paralives is a very fun game. I've been meaning to look at it. Let's rate. Who's this? I didn't see the name. Javik? Javik, I think I saw. Might be wrong. Geomies. That's their name. Okay, let's rate them. They're playing Paralives. It's a pretty cool game. As always, our rate message is we were drawn in by the threads of fate. And as always, stay hydrated, take care of yourself, and thank you so much for spending time with Penny. I had a really lovely time with everyone, and I'm so glad that you guys are here and we got to hang out together for a little while. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Bye-bye! Bye-bye everyone! Take care!